From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your evening update.
Kent's Meats and Grocery is much more than a grocery store. We carry a full line of quality meats, local and organic vegetables, and a large variety of fish, Green Mountain Smart Control pellet grills, and a full deli case of sandwiches and side dishes.
Well, one of the beautiful things about Weather NorCal is that there's something for everybody. If you're just social media, you can always find out what's going on weather and social media on Facebook, not to mention even on Twitter, do the live streams on there as well. But if you just like to go to the website, you can go to weathernorcal.com. If you're into watching TV and want to watch it on your big screen, Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, YouTube, if you have a smart TV. And if you're a YouTuber, you like to watch YouTube videos, I've got a YouTube channel as well for all of my latest forecasts in there as well, not to mention the special programming. Also, if you have a phone, and most people do, I've got a free weather app, a mobile app, right? It's free for your iPhone and free for Android. Just search for Weather NorCal. Everything that I offer on Weather NorCal is available right there on your phone. So be sure to check it out. All right, so here's the deal. We have got more morning fog, drizzle, and possibly even some light showers again tomorrow morning. But I got to tell you, the air is very saturated right now, so it doesn't really take much to squeeze out some of that moisture. So even if a very weak disturbance kind of comes through, it squeezes out that moisture, and albeit it may be light, but there could be that potential again here for tomorrow morning. But after that, we got off and on rain continuing into at least, quite possibly the middle of next week. But as I've been mentioning, this is something I've been talking about for several days now, and even since last week, is that we've got much higher snow levels in the forecast as we got some more subtropical air moving in. All right, so here's the overall setup. This right here is the storm that passed through us yesterday. So there's all that rain that we saw associated with it. We're between storm systems right now. You can clearly see it right here, but I'll tell you what, I mean, you got a lot of that cloud cover, a lot of the saturated ground, a lot of saturated air. That's what I was talking about with the potential for some of the morning fog and drizzle. But this right here is the next storm system heading our way, and will be here by Friday. All right, so let's walk you through the timing of it all. That's what I was talking about here for tomorrow morning. You see what's happening? We could see some morning light showers for the coast, for Trinity County, even the north end of the valley, maybe even as far south as Red Bluff, could see a stray sprinkle, a light shower, some drizzle, some fog again tomorrow morning is a possibility. And then, of course, you can see out towards Siskiyou County, Modoc County, maybe seeing some light activity as well. Now, it looks like as this weak disturbance pushes through, we'll still be looking at, through the noon hour, some more light showers towards Modoc County and eastern Siskiyou County, and even the mountains of Shasta County. Looks like even Lassen County is seeing a little bit of activity. Now, through the morning hours, it's going to be overcast, maybe still some drizzle around the Redding area as well. And then by the afternoon, most of it is gone, a lot like today. So, you know, minus a few things here and there, tomorrow may be just a little bit of a carbon copy of what we saw today. Now, Friday, that's where things get a little bit more interesting. There's in the morning, you can see just not much going on, fairly dry, a few showers here and there. Okay, but look at this first batch of moisture. Now, it looks like it's just going to come right towards us. Look what happens with it. It actually shoots up a little bit to the north and kind of starts to tilt it a little bit more in this direction. That's because we've got an area of low pressure that's kind of beginning to dig a little bit deeper. And we're starting to see all this moisture coming in from the south. So this is all warm, subtropical moisture, all of this right here. So by noon, there you can see out towards southern Humboldt County, towards Trinity County, even a few light showers developing just west of the valley. But nothing terribly intense at this point. This right here is the main batch of moisture. It will then start to push off to the east. So by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we're beginning to see the leading edge of that rain hitting the valley. You can also see more coming in from the west here, Del Norte, Humboldt, Siskiyou County. But look at this. We're just not seeing much going on off to the east into Modoc County, into Lassen, Plumas County, still fairly dry. But then you can see by 5 p.m., the heavier rainfall is now just east of the valley, making its way to the foothills. We're kind of on the back edge of that band of moisture. So still some rain at 5 p.m. for the valley, not to mention some scattered showers, Del Norte and Humboldt County. And we're just beginning to see some of that begin to make its way off into the eastern mountains and even Modoc County. So as we go into the evening and overnight hours on Friday, that's when we see the best chance for rain and not to mention snow. Now, speaking of snow, we're seeing blue on the map here, but that's for elevations of 5,000 feet and higher. You'll also notice looks like maybe another little batch of rain coming into Delnor County Friday night into early Saturday morning. So forecast rain totals, I got to tell you, this forecast model's been doing a pretty good job in those estimates. I think we could probably see somewhere between 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch in the valley. We could be about 1/4 of an inch out towards Trinity County. And look at this, we're not seeing much for Eureka, but we do expect to see a bit more out towards Crescent City. So it looks like this is not going to be a big major rain producer, but it's just going to be one in a series of storms that are heading our way. And combine it all together, and we've got some good rain heading our way as we go into early and even the middle part of next week. The snow, again, you have to go up pretty high, 5,000 feet or higher. So when you look at the forecast snow totals, you just don't see a very wide footprint of snow because you have to go up pretty high in elevation before you start seeing anything significant. Forecast winds, I've just continued to show this here because overall the winds are not going to be a major problem. Yes, as the main front pushes through Friday, we could be looking at those winds picking up a little bit here, but Shasta Valley, that's one area I want to focus on. And also we're seeing some gusty winds for parts of the coast as well, off and on over the next few days. Let's take a look at Friday afternoon. Again, Shasta Valley, you're seeing some gusty winds there. And look at this, out towards Crescent City again, could see some strong gusts there as well. So just something to be aware of as we progress over the next few days. So there's Friday night, that band of rain pushing on through. We're going to take you into Saturday. Now notice Saturday, it's not terribly heavy, but we are going to see some off and on showers throughout the day on Saturday for everyone, with snow levels once again above 5,000 feet. Looks like some heavier rain coming in with Sunday's system. So Sunday night into early Monday, looks like some decent rain heading our way. There you can see the spine of the Sierra making its way into the southern Cascades, giving us more snow, you guessed it, mainly above 5,000 feet. Now, what we're seeing here, that main band of moisture kind of pushing on through. So as we go into Monday, we got another batch of some decent rain coming in. Look where most of the rain is, along the spine of the Sierra. We're really not even seeing much in the southern Cascades either. So we may be even looking at higher snow levels by the time we get into Monday. Now, Tuesday, Wednesday, you can see it through Tuesday, looking fairly dry. Now we're seeing better potential for some showers on Wednesday. Bottom line, I've got the chance for showers in there going into Tuesday, Wednesday, but it's beginning to look like towards the end of next week, at least I'm starting to see signs of this. It's not guaranteed yet, but I'm beginning to see signs that we've got a ridge of high pressure that may begin to build in here for next week. So let's take a look at that. So here you can see these storm systems for the end of this week. There's that one coming in for Friday into Saturday, and a series of storms kind of pushing on through. But look at this right here. This is looking at next Thursday, Friday, into that next weekend. So we're not looking at this upcoming Saturday, but a week from Saturday, looks like we have quite a ridge of high pressure building in. So this will do a couple of things. Number one, we'll see some warmer temperatures possibly by the end of next week into that next weekend, but we'll also be looking at a drier weather pattern. But it looks like if we were to extend on beyond this, we may start to see this ridge of high pressure begin to break down, which would mean the potential for more rain. So it doesn't look like this is going to be something that's going to stick around for a long time, but it will give us a bit of a break from the wet weather pattern we've been experiencing and will experience here over the next week or so. There you can see the areas of green where we do have the good chance of above normal rainfall in the forecast, but still, looking at that temperature trend, it does look to be above normal as well. Here are your wave heights going into your Thursday. We see a bit of a drop tonight and into tomorrow before they increase again here for tomorrow afternoon. Let's take you on into your Friday. Not seeing much change out there. They're going to stay fairly high between 12 and 14 feet. Here's a look at your marine forecast for tomorrow, that is. There you can see those south winds at about 10 to 20 knots. Waves from the west at 8 feet at about 12 seconds. And of course, we've got that chance for rain in the forecast. Here's what it looks like tonight. If we do see some of those early morning showers, if we can drop down to these temperatures into the 20s, well, you're talking about the potential for some freezing rain. The chances of that are pretty slim, probably just looking at some of that fog out there. There's the morning fog and maybe some drizzle, keeping those temperatures fairly mild in the early morning hours late tonight. And there you can see temperatures in the low to mid 40s here along the coast. So looking at your neighborhood by neighborhood forecast, starting off with Trinity County. So let's start off by looking at the 7-day forecast for Weaverville. What you've got here is tomorrow morning, there could be a little bit of activity. That would keep snow levels around 5,000 feet. Showers will be kicking in late in the day on Friday and then off and on rain pretty much through Monday, but quite possibly even into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. This right here, this 7-day forecast looks to be the overall trend for everyone, okay? So there you can see temperatures upper 40s, low 50s here for your Thursday in Trinity County. For the North Coast, we start in the south, so places like southern Humboldt County. There you can see we're looking at Honeydew about 57, as well as Shelter Cove, 59 in Garberville, and 58 degrees for Alder Point. There may be a few showers on Thursday, but don't count on much, if anything, quite honestly. Friday's when we expect that rain to kick in through, especially the morning hours, off and on rain as we go into the weekend and early next week. Take you up to the north, Smith River, 59, 58 degrees for Crescent City, 58 for Oric, and Orleans, a high of about 55 degrees. Here's your Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast. Snow levels mainly above 5,000 feet in the extended outlook here for any days that we do expect to see some precipitation. There you can see Gazelle, 48, 45 degrees for Weed. Mount Shasta City about 46 and a high of 44 degrees in Tennant. And your Modoc County neighborhood forecast. Temperatures in the low to mid 40s for your daytime highs. Snow levels eventually up to 5,500, and quite possibly by Monday we could be looking at slightly higher snow levels as well. That's something I may have to adjust as we get closer to that time frame. Your Eastern Mountains neighborhood forecast. There you can see there's Susanville 7-day forecast. Maybe some morning showers, otherwise dry on for most of the day on Friday. Late afternoon, early evening, showers will begin to kick in. And then that rain starts to get a little bit better chances here for the weekend and into next week as well. There you can see temperatures for tomorrow, mid to upper 40s, although as you start heading more kind of in the lower elevations and foothills like Paradise, about 56, 54 degrees in Shingletown, Bernie, about 47 degrees for your daytime high. And your Valley neighborhood forecast brought to you by Haas Farms. We're looking at temperatures hovering right around that 60-degree mark. It's going to be hard-pressed to kind of clear things out entirely, so we'll call it partly to mostly cloudy skies here, with some of the morning showers possibly around Redding, maybe as far south as Red Bluff. Otherwise, just some drizzle, fog, and maybe a passing light shower as well. And there, of course, you can see temperatures right around 60, a little bit cooler as you start heading northward. Lakehead, for example, about 57 and 56 degrees in Whiskeytown. Here's your 7-day outlook for Redding. We got those showers coming in late in the day on Friday, and then, of course, off and on showers through the weekend, and that'll continue at least into early next week.